So I came into this internship with like, I'm gonna learn this about horses, and I'm gonna learn this about doing sessions, and I'm gonna learn this about running a nonprofit. I don't have expectations is what I told everybody, but of course inwardly I had a little bit. And so I had what I thought I was gonna learn, but in reality I came here and God completely used the internship for completely different things. And I ended up learning a lot more about like myself and solidifying my future goals and like spiritual growth too. So it was a little bit different than I was expecting, but all good. I would probably say around like the beginning, like the first couple months of the internship, probably the first like 2 months were really rough. I had a hard time with the transition. It was very challenging for me, and I did not expect that to be the case at all. So I did spend a lot of time praying whether like, is this where I'm truly called to be? Like, why am I feeling this way? And just taking like one step in front of the other basically each and every day. But I felt like God did make it very clear that like, this is where I called you to be, and just reminding me of that, and like, just trust me throughout this season. Like, I know it's scary and you're facing like things that you weren't expecting. But yeah, he answered a lot of prayer in that season of just being, this is where I called you to be. Because I came from a background of teaching kids how to ride already. And a lot of times it was, you know, people with disabilities. So I thought I was coming in with all of this experience, which has served me well. But at the same time, I think the kids have really, here at like Crystal Peaks, the kids have really helped teach me humility and realizing that I don't know everything, and like every kid in every scenario is different. So it's been humbling and also just a great learning experience in general. Ashlyn, she has taught me a lot about just friendship in general. Like getting to be roommates this season has been super fun and our friendship growing. But she's taught me a lot about truth and love, and also demonstrating what it looks like to fight for something that you want. I actually had a handful of kids that like, I think there was maybe like 3 that were really special and impactful. And it's kind of funny because they were also probably some of the most challenging kids to work with. But I really loved having the challenge and being able to like have to pray each session and figure out how can I reach them and how can I best serve them in this time. We all like went out in nature, as is kind of normal for a mentor class, and we all sat in like a semicircle and were just really raw and honest about where we were and like areas that we were struggling in, and kind of not even just like recent things like this week or this month, but it was like the year, like what has God been teaching you like this entire year. And that was just super encouraging and also helpful for me to talk about like and put words to what I had been feeling, thinking about, and believing that God had been teaching me throughout the year. I would say come in prepared to take something out of the internship that you were not expecting at all. I think that's been a common theme with a lot of the interns, and it's just like God had used the season that we thought was clear and all the things and used it for something completely different. So yeah, just come with an open heart and like come ready and willing to serve and learn, and like God's gonna use it for something crazy incredible. You just might not know what it is yet.